And welcome back. Pre-recording the Who Would Win for technically today, the best Tuesday. And this one comes to us from God's cousin. Who is God's cousin? No one knows. Who asked the question, who would win in a fight? Shere Khan or Scar? Well, it's a little fight. One's a tiger, one's a lion. Now, this is a fight that obviously Scar's an African lion, and there are no African tigers. There are Indian lions, though, so it's not impossible, as far as I know, they're not extinct. It's not impossible for lions and tigers to interact in the wild, but we're dealing with a male African lion versus a tiger. If you remember, there was a show a long time ago, like early 2000s, called Animal Face Off, where they actually used scientific and scientific analysis in a 3D animated scenario of the animals fighting, and they did do a tiger and a lion fighting. And they figured that a lion would win the fight because lions live in prides, and therefore they actually spend more time fighting. They actually fight more than a tiger does. And it's a legitimate point. However, in this fight, we have something slightly different because, first off, both are highly intelligent, highly sophisticated, but lethal hunters. Now they get that out of the way. One's an male African lion, and one's a male Bengal tiger. Bengal tigers, I believe, are larger than... Bengal tiger, actually, against the male lion. I think a male lion is heftier than the tiger is. The tiger's longer. And they're both huge cats. They're beautiful cats, too. But here's the thing. Scar even says, when it came to intelligence and wit, I got the lion's share. But when it comes to brute strength and frosty brute strength, I'm at the shallow end of the gene pool. Scar is an older lion. I believe he's the older brother of Mufasa, if I'm not mistaken. And he fully acknowledges that he's not as strong as Mufasa was. He's not someone who's really designed for he's a lion, obviously, and he even killed a zebra and was able to, give the leg to, the hyenas. I don't think he really deserved this. So he's not incapable, but comparatively, he's on the weaker side when it comes to male lions. But when you look at Shere Khan, there was nothing to indicate that Shere Khan was an older tiger, that he was out of his prime or anything like that. Everyone was scared to hell of him. Plus, tigers are lone hunters, so it makes sense that he'd probably be in better shape because he's constantly hunting. So if these two somehow, for some reason, came to a head, who would win the fight? Well, we see Scar. It is a bit more inclined to fight. We never actually see Shere Khan fight. But if I'm going to be honest, I think it would be Shere Khan. They would probably, because there's not much to say in terms of the details of this fight. It's not like, okay, he climbs up here. Oh, he does this. He always sets a trap. No, it's two real animals that exist in the world, duking it out. Who will win the fight ultimately? In this case, here's the thing. Scar was more conniving. Scar was slimier and more conniving, whereas Shere Khan was just more sophisticated and overconfident and sure of his abilities, but ultimately was actually a relatively respectable individual. He even gave Mowgli a fair chance to run. So I think I might lean towards Scar on that. Initially I was leaning towards Shere Khan because Scar is older and is not as physically inclined as your regular lion. But the more I thought about it, I'm like, no, Scar can still put up a solid fight against Simba. And he's more conniving. And he's a bit more clever, definitely. So, yeah, I will give it a 60-40 because, frankly, it's basically two wild animals fighting. Theoretically, animated, yes, but wild animals fighting. So, I will say there's a 40% chance that Shere Khan could win, but I'm going to say Scar. That's going to be my opinion on it. Now, if you were to say which version it does, the live-action Jungle Book that we got 2 years ago, version win against the Lion King live-action remake coming out this year, I couldn't tell you for certain only because we haven't seen that Lion King yet. But based on what I've seen, Scar is definitely an older lion. And Shere Khan we got in that movie took down a bear. So, yeah, I would actually give it very wholeheartedly to that Shere Khan. But if we're talking about just the animated ones, I'm going to go with actually Scar on that one. Let me know what you think of the comments below, though. I'd really like to hear your thoughts on this one. This is, it really is kind of like a flip of the coin, heads or tails. So, yeah. Let me know in the comments below what you think. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Super Magic, What If, and they could do it on the channel. Put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to that at some point. So, I'm trying to think now on something real quick. What was it? We are getting close now to our subscriber count to a very astute and very prestigious 2,500, which by a lot of YouTube standards isn't much. But hey, look, for someone who is literally doing this every video with just me in front of a camera, not a very good camera, a webcam, mind you, upgrades need to be made. Trust me, I know. Me and Mark are talking about that. We're actually in the process of talking and working things out to start doing some major upgrades to the channel. And one of them being we might start doing some live streams. But we're going to probably do a Q&A once we hit 2,500 subscribers. We're going to do the first annual Clockwork Highlander Q&A. So we will live stream that. We'll try live streaming that one. Mark will be with me on that. Excuse me. He'll be reading the questions off. I'll be answering them. He can give his own answers. Plus, with a live stream going on, we can check the actual chat room or chat board and take questions from there as well. I'll get into more detail about that. Actually, do an announcement video for that when we get there. We're nowhere near there yet. We're still I just checked, about 96 subscribers, no, 94 subscribers away from that. So yeah, we're not there right now, but trust me, I'll explain in detail how that's going to work when we get to it. Till then, though, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Later.